And thanks for joining us here on the Weather Channel for your Western Update. We look at the satellite picture and we'll indicate for you the potential for rain and maybe even some snow coming into the picture. That is right. We're talking about 3,500-foot snow levels. Passes may accumulate just a little bit of slush. Up above about 5,000 feet, though, we could accumulate 4 to 8 inches in the Cascades of Oregon, even into Washington State. There's going to be some steady rain, some gusty winds as the cold front develops and then whips on by. And here's the cold front even now beginning to take shape. It is genicizing. It is frontogenesis, and that is what we call a front that is beginning to form. By later tomorrow, that front's going to move inland across the Pacific Northwest, and that will account for the gusty winds and probably the accumulation of snow. As I mentioned, not a lot of rain, though. It is raining lightly in Portland, Oregon right now. And there are some areas of possible concern. Let me take you into a local radar stop in Portland, Oregon. That's radar B. Will indicate light rain from Astoria to Portland to Salem and Eugene. Let's zoom in just a little bit. This is 120 nautical miles. And we'll go into the 60 nautical mile range, show you the Cascade Mountains right here, the Columbia Gorge. This is Cascade Locks. Portland getting some light rain. The rain light ending now around Hillsboro, but we still have light rain down the Willamette Valley into Salem. Scattered light showers over the Coast Range Mountains of Oregon. All of this is moving east at 20 miles per hour. Back to the maps will indicate cloud cover increasingly thick across eastern Oregon, getting those clouds down towards the Goose Lake Valley and Lakeview and down towards the Warner Mountains. Look for some scattered showers in the Mount Shasta-Siskiyou area later tomorrow. But it looks like the heavier concentration of rain will be from the Willamette Valley north into the Puget Sound. It did not get very warm on Friday. 58 the best we could do in Seattle, with 73 in Medford. The last of the 70s, though, folks. Temperatures back into the 60s and upper 50s for your highs on Saturday. Current temperatures, 54 in Portland, 53 in Seattle, with the clouds definitely on the increase. These are high clouds over Northern California. High temperatures today, speaking of high clouds, well, it got up to 87 in Sacramento, not a bad day. 78 is the observation in Fresno now, 55 in San Francisco. Clear as could be over the Southland. The marine layer, though, will begin to increase. That means a little more in the way of haze, and the patches of late night and early morning fog will become more widespread. 70, the high temperature at the LAX airport, but it did get up to 77 at the Civic Center today. It hit 101 in Palm Springs. Las Vegas was 91, but everybody goes up by a few degrees on Saturday. It's still 63 in San Diego, Santa Maria 52, and oh, we've got to mention this, extreme fire danger over this Memorial Weekend in parts of the Southwest. Here's the national picture. You've got showers and thunder showers along that cold front, the definition line between the hot, humid air to the south and the cooler, more Pacific air to the north. Record highs today, 4 of them. Here's where the severe thunderstorms will be for the rest of tonight. This watch box still in effect until 1 a.m., this one until 3 a.m. as we look at the national radar scan and show you showers and thunderstorms in the central part of the nation and the rain in the northwest. Stay tuned.
Pacific Regional forecast shows you the rain and the snow moving into the northwest, along with some very breezy conditions. It's not going to be a great day from Seattle into Spokane or even Portland and Medford in Oregon. It's going to be kind of cool and damp and unsettled, to say the least. In Southern California, though, things look great. Some clouds in the morning hours for San Diego, but really warming up and plenty of sunshine in the forecast for you, and lots of sunshine in Palm Springs, 106 for your high. 40s and 50s for the most part in Northern California with partly cloudy skies throughout the day. San Francisco Bay on into Santa Barbara, sunshine and almost 70 degrees, we think. 90 for Fresno and in the 80s for the Sacramento Valley. Yakima, Seattle, Portland, sorry about this. Your holiday weekend is not starting out very good at all. Rain in the offing and rain throughout the day, and your highs will not be much higher than your lows. Expect a high of only about 59 in Eugene, 58 in Portland, and 56 for Seattle. Make the best of your holiday weekend anyway. Dan?
Thanks. We've got the severe weather still going on across parts of the country. Are you planning to travel? Well, it is time to take a look at the Michelin Drivers Report, and we'll do that shortly.
Why does something so rewarding have to hurt so much? Well, now it doesn't. Thanks to the revolutionary new Scoot and Do utility cart. Now for only $59.95, put an end to needless crawling, bending, and stooping. Scoot and Do makes tending your flowers, gardening, and weeding painless. Plus, it's perfect for painting and cleaning indoors and out. Baseboards, kitchen cabinets, boat bottoms, and cars have never been easier. Scoot and Do has dozens of uses. With its heavy-duty wheels, it rolls on any surface inside or out. With its comfortable padded seat, roomy tool carrier, and sturdy construction, it'll provide years of service. If working down low makes you feel low down, you owe it to yourself to try the Scoot and Do utility cart. Here's how to order.
To order your Scoot and Do utility cart, call 1-800-535-3800 or send check or money order for $59.95 plus $8 shipping and handling to Seasonal Solutions, P.O. Box 6348, FDR Station, New York, New York, 10150.
And time now for the Michelin Drivers Report. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires. We have the little bit of rain that's continuing to march its way inland. Now, the Cascades will act as a barrier for some of the rain. It won't rain as hard in John Day or over towards Baker and the Wallowa Mountains, but it may rain steady from Medford, Oregon, up to Portland. Astoria, if you're going up and down State Route 101 on the coast, you'll find the rain steady at times, gusty winds as well. And also the problem could be some rain around Spokane on I-90. Higher elevations around Lookout Pass in Idaho, you may find snow. That's right. It may not accumulate very much, but you nevertheless could find some snow there. Some scattered showers over the southeast from the Carolinas, Virginia area, back across North Georgia into extreme northeast Texas. The thunderstorm threat minimizing a bit right now, but still some strong ones, we think, from northeast Texas through Arkansas into northern Mississippi. Some of these storms could contain local gusty winds and some heavy rain. Windy conditions in the northeast and some fog, patchy, in the northeast and down through the Appalachians. Not much fog in the west, but there could be some patches of fog late night, early morning hours in the Southland. Stay tuned. More coming up.
The Michelin family was born to roll with the MXL for imported cars, the XCX for small cars, the XA4 all-season radio, the XH, Michelin's longest-lasting tire, and the all-season XCH4. Michelin, we're the perfect road company for your family.
Find Michelin tires at this dealer near you, because so much is riding on your tires.
Stay tuned for the Good Morning Forecast, coming up right after your local forecast.
And thanks for joining us. You're watching the Weather Channel. My name is Kevin Raymer, and we have a lot to talk about. There's a system moving in out of the Gulf of Alaska, and that will be affecting the Pacific Northwest in the form of some rain, and yes, maybe even some snow in the higher elevations, and maybe, just maybe, the mountains of Northern California getting some snow too over this Memorial Day weekend. Here's a look at our satellite picture from 22,300 miles above the lower 48. Check it out. This is what's going on, basically. We are looking at the cloud cover throughout much of the Northwest, Washington into Oregon, Idaho, back into Montana. Scattered showers in and around North Bend, Oregon, Seattle, and Tacoma this evening, and on throughout the Bellingham area as well. Could see some light rain moving into Northern California. Snow levels lowering to 3,500 feet over the Cascades. Here's the middle of the country. Some thunderstorms firing up right there in the Permian Basin of Texas. Also some big thunderstorms from Little Rock, Arkansas, over into Tennessee around the Nashville and Memphis area, and thunder showers moving into the Appalachians.
Your holiday weekend report.
And again, we are back, and we're glad you could join us as we check out that good morning forecast. First off, heading on into Saturday morning, here you go. Scattered showers over the Northwest with some snow into the Cascades. Basically, the rain continues along that frontal band or frontal boundary, or if you get in a hurry like me, you call it a frontal boundary. Anyway, the rain showers continuing in the mid-Atlantic all the way back out into the eastern seaboard midday on Saturday. High pressure moving into the Ohio Valley area, nice and dry there. More showers in the Northwest, and with the warm, moist air riding northward out of Mexico, we could see some thunderstorms over Tucumcari, New Mexico, and back out into southeastern Colorado, maybe around Trinidad and Durango. And into the afternoon hours, the thunderstorms continue the upslope flow into the front range of the Rockies. More showers of that Pacific moisture in the Northwest. High pressure builds in over the Missouri Valley, Ohio Valley, Great Lakes. Scattered showers linger in upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and more scattered thunder showers with that cold front dropping on through the southeast. Locally, some heavy rainfall, maybe with that front. Locally, as much as 2 inches of rain in some areas from northeastern Texas to northern Mississippi, and also across parts of the North Carolina state and South Carolina state line. Here's a look at our forecast lows on Saturday morning. Nice and warm over the southeast, 90s into Florida, South Texas, Louisiana, and some 100s over parts of the Southwest. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel. We'll be back after some local conditions. Well, how about that? Here we are right into the beginning of the Memorial Day weekend, a long weekend coming up. Hope you enjoy yours and your time off, if you are lucky enough to have some time off. Checking on the jet stream, notice by Monday, Memorial Day, that jet builds on up into the Lake Michigan area. So very warm temperatures over much of the east and the southern plains. Some cooler air back into the northern Rockies, maybe even some snow. Take a look now as we check on temperatures. 80s over the southeast, 90s around the Carolina coast on into Florida, also into Texas, 100s over the southwest. The heat building into the middle of the country on your Sunday. In the Memorial Day, here we go, 100s. Permian Basin, Concho Valley, 90s well on up to Worlds of Fun in Kansas City, Missouri, and back over toward Wichita. 50s and 60s into the northern Rockies, and some 70s in the northeast. Your big storms continuing across the Carolinas into South Georgia, and then by Sunday, those big storms push into the upper Midwest. Scattered showers over the northwest. The big storms stay with the upper Midwest on Memorial Day. The west stays dry, and much of the eastern seaboard. Scattered thunder, though, down through the Florida Peninsula, southern Florida Peninsula. Anyway, fire danger is moderate throughout much of the country, so be careful with the campfires and the cookouts. Extreme caution recommended in Florida. and also out over the southwest. Your local forecast for the next 36 hours is coming your way, so stay put.
For years now, we've covered the weather better than anyone. Now, let the Weather Channel cover you better than anyone with this versatile golf umbrella for only $19.95. With its sturdy construction, it gives you great protection from the elements anywhere, at the golf course or the game. The Weather Channel golf umbrella is big enough for two. Take it along on a picnic or just to the office. The super strong fiberglass shaft and solid wood handle make the Weather Channel golf umbrella lightweight, durable. It's constructed with colorful blue and white 100% nylon panels and boldly printed with a Weather Channel logo. So when you hear,
there's a 90% chance of rain,
you need the Weather Channel umbrella. For years now, we've covered the weather. Now let us cover you.
To order the Weather Channel umbrella by credit card, 1-800-541-5700. Or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $3 shipping and handling to Seasonal Solutions, Box 6348, FDR Station, New York, New York, 10150. Call 1-800-541-5700.
Stay tuned to the Weather Channel. Within the next few minutes, we'll be back with satellite pictures from outer space, which will give you an idea of that storm system moving out of the Gulf of Alaska and heading on into the Pacific Northwest. That could mean some mountain snows this Memorial Day weekend for parts of the Cascades and the northern mountains of California.
Join us again next week for Kate and Al. When you see this, you know it's time for the Weather Channel. The fastest way to get the weather you need when you need it. That's the Weather Channel.
Some tools, like this hard-to-handle front-tine tiller, make gardening too much work for too little reward. Fortunately, there's a far better, easier way to garden with the Rear Tines Powered Wheels Troy-Built Tiller. The Troy-Built easily turns the hardest soil into a deep, loose, ready-to-plant seedbed. It quickly cultivates between rows to eliminate most hand weeding and effortlessly tills under crop residues and organic matter to turn even poor soil into dark, rich loam. And the Troy-Built is so easy to operate, you can guide it with just one hand. So put the joy back into your gardening with a Troy-Built tiller. For your free copy of this Troy-Built Great Gardens catalog filled with gardening tips and details on Troy-Built models for small and large gardens, call toll-free 1-800-441-3434 right away. There's no obligation and no cost to you. Call 1-800-441-3434 now. Operators are standing by.
too long ago. If you'd asked me to join AARP, I'd have said no way.
I'm not retired. Then I found out AARP is for any person who's 50 or over.
So I called. I like the fact that I could be part of an organization the government listens to on issues like health, long-term care, and financial security.
I like the fact that I could save money with AARP's pharmacy by mail.
Now, as a member, I get modern maturity magazines and informative news bulletins. I can enroll in the group health insurance program.
And qualify for special rates on home and auto insurance. My $5 membership even gets me great savings at hotels across the country.
Plus, joining is so easy. Just call this toll-free number.
AARP will send you a free information package.
And once you send your $5 dues, your own membership card.
So come on, become a member.
I can't think of a better $5 you'll ever spend. Go ahead, call this number now.
This is Liz Jarvis checking weather headlines. An exploding storm system across the eastern half of the nation Thursday is blamed for property damage near Lansing, Michigan. But damage is also being reported across several other states. In the Willowbrook suburb of Chicago, numerous trees are down from the hail and high winds. In Milwaukee, Wisconsin, an apparent tornado is blamed for damaging 2 homes on 99th Street. Throughout that city, strong winds are blamed for property damage. Southwest of Minneapolis, Minnesota, in Belle Plaine, severe storms also brought widespread damage. Winds gusted to 50 miles per hour at the Twin Cities airport with these thunderstorms. Near Des Moines, Iowa, a tornado was blamed for destroying buildings and ripping roofs off of houses. The storms hit that area late Wednesday. Rain from the storm system in the northeast is blamed for flash flooding in the rain-soaked region. Officials are keeping a close eye on rivers and streams in the Ohio Valley. Finally, tranquil weather on the west coast, where plenty of sunshine brought the temperature to 80 degrees in Anaheim Thursday. For the Weather Channel, I'm Liz Jarvis.
How's it possible? A 250,000-word report? All right here.
Memory and storage.
How does a mouse let me move a cursor anywhere I want?
Input, output. Now, your questions about computers have clear, straightforward answers in Time Life Books' unique series, Understanding Computers. In each volume, you'll find easy-to-follow explanations of how computers work without any jargon. Revealing illustrations and diagrams that make complex principles easy to understand. Order your first book, Computer Basics, now. Examine it free for 10 days. If you keep it, other volumes will follow, one about every other month. So whatever you want to know about computers.
What are address buses?
How do icons work?
Understanding computers begins with Time Life Books.
Call 1-800-228-8300 to examine Computer Basics free for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $14.99 plus shipping and handling. Call 1-800-228-8300.
Stay tuned for the Days In 5-Day Business Planner, keeping track of storm systems, hazardous weather, and poor road conditions that may affect your business travel. The Days In 5-Day Business Planner coming up in just a few minutes right here on the Weather Channel.
Take a look. It is a western perspective of a satellite picture. Now, this picture is taken from 22,000 miles, roughly 22,000 miles above the western third of the country. What we see is looking way back up into the Aleutian Islands. This is Alaska. There are your Aleutian Islands. Quite a storm system moving on through that area, and as a result, we could see maybe by Memorial Day weekend, latter part anyway, maybe some snow even into the Cascades and maybe into the mountains of Northern California. Right now we're getting quite a bit of moisture from the Pacific into Washington, Oregon, back into Idaho and Montana, looking for snow levels to lower to about 3,500 feet over parts of the Cascades. Scattered showers in and around North Bend, Oregon, Bellingham, Walla Walla earlier in the evening, also up around Seattle and the Tacoma area, and back into Bremerton, getting a little bit of light drizzle, but basically California in pretty good shape. We are looking at basically clear skies along the coastal areas, especially central and southern sections of California and down through the LA basin. Looking back a bit farther to the east now, you can see quite a bit of bright white cloudiness here associated with the frontal boundary, scattered showers and some thunderstorms. Some have been quite heavy near Ardmore, Oklahoma, back into south central Oklahoma around Johnston County. Also on back into Ada, Oklahoma. Had some severe thunderstorms earlier in the evening, moving right on over to about Pine Bluff in Arkansas. Also up around Paragould and Jonesboro in Arkansas, too. Some thunderstorm action moving right on over toward Memphis, Tennessee as those storms cross the Mississippi River. And we've seen some rainfall back into much of middle Tennessee on up through parts of Kentucky, and the bright white clouds there capable of producing some pretty good rain into southern sections of West Virginia and into western North Carolina. Some thunderstorm action as well. Basically, though, clear to fair skies over most of the southeast and the Gulf coastal areas, and we're seeing some cloudiness up around La Crosse, Wisconsin, now all the way up to about Paradise, Michigan, basically clear over New York and Pennsylvania, and some clouds bringing some rain into Vermont, New Hampshire, and scattered showers on up through the state of Maine. Looks like the mid-Atlantic going to see some more rain on your Saturday afternoon as that front finally starts pushing its way out to sea, and then more scattered showers breaking up across the southeast as that front drops on through. A look now at our satellite picture in motion, and we'll show you the clouds just moving right on into the northwest. A bit of an onshore flow there, and we're looking for cloudy and cool conditions to continue around the northwest, Seattle and the Portland area as we take you on through Saturday. Basically, though, dry over central California, southern sections of the state as well. Looks like the Chocolate Mountain Range, you're going to see plenty of sunshine down through the San Gabriels and out over the Four Corners, out into the southwest. A dry-looking picture, too, as we take you right on into Saturday afternoon. Again, a satellite review quickly showing you some big thunderstorms firing up there into the Concho Valley, Permian Basin area of Texas, and thunderstorms continuing along that frontal boundary in the Tennessee Valley area. Could see some more wet weather in that same boundary as we head on into Saturday afternoon. We'll be back with more in a minute. Now stay tuned for the day's 5-day business planner. America's waking up. Today's inns, hotels, and suites. Here we go into early morning Saturday. More rain over the northwest. Scattered showers of snow back into the Cascades. Looking at basically a dry weather pattern over most of the country, and a hot one too. Sunshine and plenty of warm temperatures, 80s and 90s over the middle of the country and on down into the Gulf area. Taking a look at the frontal boundary here where the warm moist air rides up and meets the cooler dry air from the north. That's where your scattered showers and thunderstorms will continue. Mid-Atlantic on down through the southeast and on back into Texas. Scattered showers and thunderstorms continuing in the Lone Star State and back on up even into the front range of the Rockies by afternoon. Here's a look at our temperature pattern. 20-degree temperatures for the Colorado Rockies, pretty mild over the southeast, 60s and 70s, giving way to lots of 80s and 90s over the southeast as we take you on through Saturday afternoon. Some 100s over Southern California into Arizona, 90s and 100s over Texas on Sunday. Memorial Day. Now, Everybody's concerned about the Memorial Day forecast, so I'll give you a few extra seconds here to check on the temperatures as we look into Memorial Day. 100s over the Big Bend area of Texas, 90s on up through Kansas City, Missouri. Coolest air right over the northern Rockies, 50s and 60s. Tuesday high temperatures still pretty warm over the southeast, 100s over the Rio Grande Valley of Texas. More 90s out for the southeastern sections of the country. The 60s you'll find right up into the northern Rockies, upper Midwest, northern plains, Bitterroot Mountains. Big storms on Sunday over the northern plains and over the upper Midwest on Memorial Day with scattered showers and thunder through the Ohio Valley, isolated thunder down through South Florida, scattered isolated thunder in the northeast on Tuesday with more big storms from central Illinois, Indiana on back into the central plains. Here's Wednesday's picture, but the west coast stays dry for the most part, as does the Gulf as we head into midweek. Now some conditions near you. Call that day's Simple Super Saver program. Restrictions do apply and Simple Super Saver rooms are limited, so call now. And stay tuned to the Weather Channel. We'll have more local forecast information, then we'll be back with regional and national weather pictures.
I'm standing here to show you just how close some of our days in hotels are to airports in over 40 major cities across North America. They have meeting rooms and restaurants, pools, lounges, and great rooms at great prices. And thanks to our ground crew, you can take off right from the hotel.
Call our toll-free number and see why America's waking up to us.
Call 800-325-2525 for reservations at Days locations nationwide.
Let's check out that Pacific Regional forecast as we take a look at Saturday morning. Scattered showers and thunder showers will rumble through Washington, Oregon, even into northern California as that cold front marches on in through the Klamath National State Park of California. So keep that in mind. Basically dry, though, over much of the southwest. Now, take a look as we head into the afternoon hours. It looks like more rain west of the Cascade Crest into Washington and also into Oregon as well, with mostly dry conditions for central and southern California and back into the Nevada area as we head on into the afternoon. That low pressure area right around Montana and Wyoming could kick off a few scattered showers too, so keep that in mind. Here's a look now at Saturday morning. Las Vegas, 65 degrees under sunny skies. We anticipate about 58 in LA with sunshine, 46 in Santa Maria, 59 in the San Diego area, 70 the afternoon high there, 74 on tap for LA. Now, Reno, you should see 44 degrees Saturday morning with some partly sunny skies, 56 in Chico, 84 the afternoon high there, 90 in Fresno. We're looking back into Seattle now. The rain showers will be hugging the Washington, Oregon coastal areas, 49 in Seattle with the rain, light rain around Portland, 49, 46 in Medford, 46 in Yakima, scattered showers with a high of 65 in Yakima by afternoon, 55 in Spokane, 60 in Pendleton, and we're looking for afternoon highs near the coastal areas, the coastal cities, in the mid to upper 60s, and we should be nudging 60 or maybe slightly above 60 degrees for the Medford area by Saturday afternoon. Stay tuned to the Weather Channel. We'll be back with more after you take a look at this stuff.
You need us, the Weather Channel, for everything you do.
Stay tuned for the Good Morning forecast, coming up right after your local forecast.
And good morning to you. You're watching the Weather Channel. Thanks for joining us. My name is Kevin Raymer. We're going to take a look at a satellite picture, then we'll be back with your good morning forecast. Check it out. Now, here we go. This is the satellite picture about to go into motion. Abracadabra, and here we go. There you are. It's in motion now, and we're looking at kind of a review of what's been going on your Friday evening, heading on into Saturday morning. Big thunderstorms fired up in the Concho Valley, Permian Basin area of Texas, also across Arkansas around the Little Rock area. Eastern Oklahoma had some big thunderstorms around Ada and Ardmore and McAllister, all the way into the Tennessee Valley area, Virginia and West Virginia, and back into the western counties of North Carolina, big thunderstorms. Generally, some cloudiness moving across Wisconsin and the Great Lakes, but not producing much in the way of rainfall. Fair skies returning to the northern plains, fair skies over the southwest. But a system moving into the northwest, giving way to cloud cover over Washington and Oregon, and rain into North Bend and also back into Bellingham, Seattle, and the Tacoma area as well. Getting some rain into Idaho and the Montana region. So we're looking at the scattered showers with that system over parts of the northwest. And it looks like we could see a little bit of snow in the Cascades. In the neighborhood of 3 inches, say, as the snow levels begin to lower to about 3,500 feet over Washington and Oregon. And keep in mind, over the Memorial Day weekend, as you plan a hiking trip up into the mountains or some camping, you need to take a change of clothes for warmer conditions. Actually, it's going to be colder. Dress warmer.
Your holiday weekend report.
We were discussing the fact that some snow might be a likelihood up into the Cascades and also into the mountains of Northern California. As I was mentioning, if you're planning some camping or hiking over this Memorial Day weekend in the mountains, be sure and take an extra change of clothes. It could be very cold up there with wind chill factors, much colder than you're used to for this time of year especially. We also could see maybe 6 inches of snow into the higher elevations above 5,000 feet. Please keep that in mind, campers. Whatever you do, even if you're not heading to the mountains, maybe to the beach, have yourself a good Memorial Day weekend. We'll take you into the forecast for the beginning of that weekend as we head on into Saturday. Scattered rain showers over the northwest with that area of low pressure, some scattered snow showers into the Cascades, as we mentioned. High pressure giving way to dry conditions over the middle of the country. Here's your frontal boundary. Scattered showers and thunderstorms along that front. As that front drops on into the southeast, we'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms in that vicinity. Also upstate New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, getting a little light rain around that low pressure area, and then the rains continue over the northwest and the front range of the Rockies. How much rainfall? Generally, the heaviest amounts of rain will be back into the Ozark Plateau. 2 inches of rain possible, say, around Little Rock, Arkansas, and northern Louisiana with that frontal boundary, also back into the Carolinas. A lot of wet weather. 60s and 70s temperatures around the Gulf with much chillier air back to the northern plains. 20s to be found in the mountains of Colorado. 100s over the desert southwest. 90s in the Gulf Coast. 80s over the southeast. And yes, more 90s showing up in the Carolinas and down through the state of Florida. Check it out. It's the Memorial Day weekend outlook. We'll start with a look at that jet stream first off into your Saturday. And a little camelback effect of the jet over the southwest. South Central Plains means some warm air. Notice the jet riding northward up into the Great Lakes on Monday. So you can expect some pretty hot temperatures over much of the country, not only in the east and southeast, but down through the South Central Plains as well. And only cool spots will be primarily the upper Great Lakes and the northwest. In fact, in the Cascades and the higher elevations, we will see temperatures not out of the 40s for Saturday afternoon around the Memorial Day weekend. Check it out. Here you go into Sunday. Pretty warm over much of the country. Still a lot of 90s over Texas, 100s around the Rio Grande Valley area and on down south of Midland, Texas, 100s over Southern California, and 90s on back into Palm Springs. Maybe some 100s in Palm Springs as well by Sunday. In the Northeast, highs in the 60s, 50s, cool 50s for Montana, the Bitterroot Mountains, the Sawtooth Range, and also the Bear Paw Mountains, looking for 50s for highs on Sunday. If you're doing some mountain climbing, camping out in that area, you better bring yourself a blanket or two and a change of warm clothes. Memorial Day, here you go, 100s building into Texas. Find the nearest swimming pool, area, lake, or watering hole. It is going to be a hot one. 90s well on up into Kansas City, Missouri. If you're heading to Worlds of Fun, fantastic amusement park up around the Kansas City area, we're talking about some pretty warm temperatures on your Memorial Day. Here's a look at your scattered thunder in the areas of the medium shade of green. That would be from the Front Range of the Rockies into Colorado on down through the southeast with a frontal band moving through the area. Big storms across the Carolinas into South Georgia, some scattered showers over the northwest. Your big storms marked in red for you on Sunday from North Dakota and Minnesota all the way down into Oklahoma, and it looks like Memorial Day could be a washout for parts of South Dakota, eastern sections of Wyoming, all the way on over into west central Illinois, with plenty of big storms and scattered showers and thunderstorms even moving into the Ohio Valley. Isolated thunder down through South Florida. Now keep in mind, as you go camping or cooking out this holiday weekend, we have an extreme fire danger potential for the Southwest and also into the state of Florida due to the fact that it's very, very dry in that area. You're going to want to keep that in mind. Moderate fire danger rating over much of the country. The only exceptions would be the Northeast New England area and the Northwest. So please be careful with your outdoor burning, with your cooking out, and with your campfires this Memorial Day weekend.
Not too long ago, if you'd asked me to join AARP, I'd have said no way.
I'm not retired. Then I found out AARP is for any person who's 50 or over.
So I called. I like the fact that I could be part of an organization the government listens to on issues like health, long-term care, and financial security.
I like the fact that I could save money with AARP's pharmacy by mail.
Now, as a member, I get modern maturity magazines and informative news bulletins. I can enroll in the group health insurance program
and qualify for special rates on home and auto insurance. My $5 membership even gets me great savings at hotels across the country.
Plus, joining is so easy. Just call this toll-free number.
AARP will send you a free information package.
And once you send your $5 dues, your own membership card.
So come on, become a member.
I can't think of a better $5 you'll ever spend. Go ahead, call this number now.
After these words from our 97 sponsors.
When you see this, you know it's time for the Weather Channel. The fastest way to get the weather you need when you need it. That's the Weather Channel.
Why does something so rewarding have to hurt so much? Well, now it doesn't. Thanks to the revolutionary new Scoot and Do utility cart. Now for only $59.95, put an end to needless crawling, bending, and stooping. Scoot and Do makes tending your flowers, gardening, and weeding painless. Plus, it's perfect for painting and cleaning indoors and out. Baseboards, kitchen cabinets, boat bottoms, and cars have never been easier. Scoot and Do has dozens of uses. With its heavy-duty wheels, it rolls on any surface inside or out. With its comfortable padded seat, roomy tool carrier, and sturdy construction, it'll provide years of service. If working down low makes you feel low down, you owe it to yourself to try the Scoot and Do utility cart. Here's how to order.
To order your Scoot and Do utility cart, call 1-800-535-3800 or send check or money order for $59.95 plus $8 shipping and handling to Seasonal Solutions, P.O. Box 6348, FDR Station, New York, New York, 10150.
Get your pencil ready. Here comes a toll-free number for a free catalog on the Trailblazer sickle bar mower from Troy-Bilt. Ordinary lawnmowers can only mow your manicured front lawn, but the Trailblazer mows off your lawn, giving you control of your entire property, even your most impossible areas. Now you can neatly maintain walls and fences, quickly eliminate brush around outbuildings, easily carve out safe fire breaks and paths, even keep streams and ponds open, beautiful, and useful. Trailblazer actually slices through weeds and brush like a hot knife through butter. You'll even topple brush and saplings up to 1/2 inch thick. And with high traction powered wheels, steep hills are no problem. Call now for a free catalog and full details on a special limited time savings offer. For free information on the off-lawn Trailblazer sickle bar mower, call toll-free 1-800-453-8500. That's 1-800-453-8500 for free information. Please call now.
Wayne Newton sings The Beastie Boys can be you. When you see this, you know it's time for the Weather Channel. The fastest way to get the weather you need when you need it. That's the Weather Channel.
How would you like to make a fortune by assisting students and parents in finding a fortune? Hi, my name is Mark Cohen, founder of Academic Guidance Services, a company I started over 13 years ago, and which is today the 84th fastest growing privately held company in the nation. The problem. Last year, over $135 million in scholarships went unclaimed simply because students and parents didn't know it was there. The solution. In our computers, we have access to literally billions of dollars in scholarship sources. As an Academic Guidance Services licensee, you can market our services to students and parents who will seek you out for the funding we can locate for them. Our computers will do the work, and you can earn over $1,000 per week as president of your own company. We do all the work. We guarantee to locate a minimum of from 5 to 25 sources. You earn over 300% profit. For more information with absolutely no obligation, please call this toll-free number. Glad you could join us. You're watching the Weather Channel as we check out the international weather picture. We'll start with a look at mainland China. Look at the scattered showers. We're indicating the rain with the green on our maps. Southern China on down through Vietnam, some scattered rain showers. Also looking at some rain over New Guinea. That's the island north of Australia. And then looking well to the north, we can see a front moving through the Sea of Japan, bringing some rain into that area and cloudiness into Tokyo. 67 degrees in Tokyo right now, 77 in Midway, 72 in Hong Kong, 82 in Darwin, down under, 82 at the Fiji Islands, and 56 in the Auckland area. It is now 58 in Sydney with rain. Hong Kong, showery, 72 degrees, and Seoul has clear skies with a temperature of 68.
If it's going to rain again today, I'm not getting out.
Gee, I hope that big storm in Iowa didn't hit Aunt Ida's place.
I got to make a call to Vegas tomorrow. How hot is it there?
I'm wearing a hat to the wedding. I hope it isn't windy tomorrow.
The beach this weekend? Think it'll be warm enough?
Do you have to cut the grass this weekend?
I don't know. Might rain. The Weather Channel on cable. You need us for everything you do.
There's nothing like the energy you have in the springtime. I mean,
Time to brush up on the old golf game.
This year, that garden is going to... No matter why you look forward to spring, no one shows you what you can look forward to better than the Weather Channel. With features like Garden Weather, helping you with your planting throughout the season. Vacationer's Atlas, with the latest word on the hottest getaways. And Weekend Outlook, with your leisure time forecast. For the latest spring outlook, tune to the Weather Channel. What kind of shape will America be in 10 years from now, or 50, or 100 years in the future?
Gonna have to worry about how long I've been here and how long I've got left to be here. It's gonna go.
Will your home and property be threatened by invading oceans as our coastlines disappear? Find out what's happening as coastal erosion forces the shrinking of America. A special presentation June 17th, 18th, and 19th on the Weather Channel.
Here it is, a satellite picture for you from 22,300 miles above the western third of the country this time we're taking a look at, and then we'll give you the whole picture of the clouds in motion. We'll get back to the west and show you specifically that storm system which is next to be affecting Washington and Oregon in a moment. You can see the clouds already infiltrating most of the northwest. Take a look at all that moisture moving up out of Mexico, showers and thunderstorms in Mexico. Finally, some thunderstorms popped up into the Concho Valley area and the Permian Basin area of Texas as well. Basically, though, clear skies over most of the southeast, so we're talking about generally a pretty good pattern there. In the southwest, under a lot of sunshine, a lot of hot temperatures. We are seeing the clouds, though, as part of a frontal band, dividing the line between some cool, dry air to the north and some warm, moist air to the south. Right here is what we're talking about, the showers and thunderstorms continuing from Little Rock, Arkansas into the Tennessee Valley area, moving very rapidly to the east and into the Carolinas, where we will see thunderstorms breaking out on Saturday. The northeast, though, not in a bad situation. Some scattered showers around, though, and some cloudiness still hanging tough over the Great Lakes. Here's that system over the northwest. Again, moisture moving into Washington and Oregon. Rain earlier in the evening around North Bend and Bellingham and Walla Walla and back into Everett. Seattle, Tacoma seeing some rain, too. Could see snow, and the snow levels will be lowering to about 3,500 feet, so campers and hikers, keep that in mind as you head on through the Memorial Day weekend. In the higher elevations of the west, yes, we will be looking at some snowfall. Well, speaking of the Memorial Day weekend, let's check out the entire picture for you as we take a look at our jet stream into Saturday, and it still shows basically some pretty warm temperatures over the southwest, the jet bulging northward on Monday. Hot weather for much of the country. We'll show you. Check it out. Look at the 100s over the southwest, 90s and 100s into Texas on Sunday. The heat builds into the middle of the country, 80s and 90s over the southeast. These are Memorial Day high temperatures. Into the Memorial Day weekend on Saturday, look for big storms around the Carolinas back into southern Georgia. Big storms on Sunday over the upper Midwest, northern plains, and right there in the Midwest again on Memorial Day with a few showers over the northern Rockies. Moderate fire danger potential over much of the country. Now, if you do a little hiking or camping out across parts of the nation this weekend, keep in mind you need to keep an eye on those campfires. Watch the cigarettes when you toss them. Maybe that's not a good idea at all. You might want to extinguish those things with water or make sure they're out before you just walk away, because with the extreme dryness over Florida and out over the southwest, the fire danger potential is quite high, and you don't want to be responsible for a grass fire or a forest fire this Memorial Day weekend. We'll be back with more in a minute.
A few words on business and change.
The journals are daily, and that gives you a real competitive advantage. It's very tough out there, but it's also very exciting. We want to be the best ally that you've got.
Today's Wall Street Journal. Faster, tougher, smarter.
Call 800-626-8500 for this special journal offer. 12 weeks, just $29.75 with a money-back guarantee. Call 800-626-8500 now for the Wall Street Journal.
You're watching the Weather Channel. We're glad to have you along this evening. I'm Kevin Raymer, and we have a lot to talk about within the next hour or so. We're going to be showing you some satellite pictures, some regional and national forecasts, some areas of potential severe weather as well. So please stay with us. Right now, we're going to take a look at some road conditions across the country as we take you on into this long Memorial Day weekend. It's the Michelin Drivers Report. Stay tuned for the Michelin Drivers Report. Michelin, because so much is riding on your tires. Now check out these interstate systems across the Northwest. Interstate 5 traveling up the Washington and Oregon coastal areas. We are looking at some very wet roadways and the potential for more wet roadways actually as the scattered showers continue that Pacific flow of moisture. Take a look in the east from the Delmarva Peninsula down through northern Louisiana. Showery conditions out ahead of a cold front on your Saturday morning. We're looking at also the possibility of severe weather in extreme eastern Tennessee and extreme northwestern Georgia and into western counties of North Carolina as we take you into the morning hours. And we also want to remind you that strong storms are still a possibility from southern Arkansas down to eastern Texas. The severe thunderstorm watch continues in effect until 5 a.m. Central Daylight Time. This area is shaded in yellow from northern Alabama and northwestern Georgia into eastern Tennessee and western sections of North Carolina. And some gusty winds will be found in the northeast with some fog in the east as well.
Michelin tires are part of today's lifestyles.
You married Alan the hunk!
Sometimes I really miss the old days.
You own what company?
Is he Olympic material? Just look at that stride.
And there's my little angel, Laurie!
Michelin, Sportline, or Light Truck Series, in a class by itself.
Find Michelin tires at this dealer near you because so much is riding on your tires.
Stay tuned for the Good Morning Forecast, coming up right after your local forecast.